Do you believe that the dip that we are seeing occasionally would be a good opportunity to buy? Do you believe that this is largely a buy on dips market, or now are we tilting towards a sell on rise market?
Yeah, good afternoon, and thank you for having me on the show. I think the market has been changing its texture. If you go back over last, 6 months, and around November, December was the time that it stopped being a buy on dips market and started converting itself into a sell on rise market. And I think it stayed there till March, when the FPI selling was was peaking out. But what we are seeing now is that there is more confidence that the domestic consumption in India that had fallen off the cliff in December quarter is now coming back, driven by lower interest rates, more liquidity in the system, and better consumer sentiment. So as a result, what we saw in terms of earnings downgrading over for last 2 quarters, I think this quarter, the commentary, I would say, is better, more positive, and I think that is giving the investors the confidence that the earnings growth has probably bottomed out and will revert to mean of 10 to 15% for the next 3 to 5 years. So I think that is the belief with which long-term investors are willing to make their bet in the market. At the same time, there is this overarching fear of geopolitical tensions and something happening at any point of time, which is the reason that domestic investors are not fully in. So I see a dichotomy here, from the last quarter, that the foreign investors are now continuously looking for opportunities in India, whereas the domestic investors are more cautious. My personal view is that the valuations are reasonable. There are growth opportunities. There are good growth sectors, that are turning around from cyclical bottoms that will reward investors who are patient and not worried about daily volatility or weekly volatility. At the same time, our advice to investors is, and our own strategy is, to drip the money in the markets, because it is very difficult to call the bottom in this market. So rather than going all in, figure out what you want to invest in and then keep investing in it over the next 2 to 3 months in a systematic manner. So to answer your question, yeah, I would say we are definitely looking at this as a buy on dip market rather than a sell on rise market.